How y'all doing? I totally did that on purpose. I hope y'all are having a good Thursday. No, I'm not trying to do it. It's not on purpose. I swear it's not on purpose. Alrighty. Can y'all hear the background music? It's saying that it's not showing. That the audio isn't coming up. That's never, okay. Can you hear anything besides me speaking? Hmm. Can y'all hear it now? Okay. And don't worry, Seth, I understand. Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate that, though. How's that volume for background music? Good. Well, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. How's y'all's Thursday going? Doing alright? Doing alright? Now, no. Nothing bad happening. That's not how you should look at it. If nothing bad has happened yet, wouldn't that be a good thing? Wouldn't that make it a good day? Alright. Well, what? Oh no, I'm yawning. Oh no, stop. Stop. Turn that light on. Okay. So you accidentally killed an NPC. Imo disappeared for just a hot second. Well, other than accidentally killing NPCs in the Bloodborne, are y'all ready to learn about... Well, if you're protecting her, obviously if you use giant weapons that destroy an entire area, it's going to hurt her too. But, Bloodborne aside, meme review. No, this isn't meme review. We're going to be going over, oh gosh. I am all kinds of yawning right now. We're going to be going over something that might seem really basic on the surface, to a lot of people, but it's actually a lot. No, stop yawning, stop it. Wakey, wakey, Belle. Why are you yawning? Therapy review. Oh, Arm Commander, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Therapy review. I know, I'm sorry, I'm not trying. I don't know why I'm yawning. I've been awake for like a solid 4 hours. It is not bedtime, but it is comfy time. You can comfy. But what we're going to be doing... Oh. It snapped my neck. We're going to be going over understanding and, understanding and regulating our emotions. Now, on the surface, this seems like something that would be pretty obvious, or even for some people easy to do. But this is not a skill that is taught, well, at least directly, and is rather more of a form of indirect teaching, that is measured through something called emotional intelligence. I don't know if y'all have heard about this. You know, like IQ, which is just about like the math and science and reading comprehension. Emotional intelligence is basically the equivalent of like how IQ measures intelligence, and emotional intelligence is how well you understand yourself, your emotions, your thought processes, as well as understanding other people, social situations, all that kind of stuff, all the hidden and subconscious clues that that people use when talking to each other via like body language and everything. But understanding other people's body language is a whole different can of worms. Right now we're going to focus on ourselves, you. As time has been going on, I've always found that I'm super in touch with my own emotions. I almost always know what I'm feeling and why I'm feeling that way. So the more that I've interacted with people, I found that that's actually not a very common thing. That people often are like, I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know why I'm feeling this way. Like, I don't know how to get rid of it. What do I do? So I thought we could go over some basics about emotions, and then go over some coping methods for when you have to deal with emotions that make you uncomfortable, or emotions that you find difficult to control. Guys, this is going to be especially helpful for you, so you should pay extra attention, because society teaches you even less about emotions. So it's understandable if you're like, I feel this feeling, but what is it? What is it? How? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But we're going to go over different ways of trying to understand emotions. So, y'all are gonna have to help me out here a bit. Because like I said, this is something that I personally have trouble understanding since I was kind of basically like, I don't know, I've always understood myself. So please let me know if something, 1, doesn't make sense, 2, you need me to explain it in more detail, or anything like that. If I go ahead and I'm just like, okay guys, here it is, and you don't understand it, please let me know, because obviously it makes sense to me, but it might not make sense to other people. Alrighty. So, first things first. Before we can deal with emotions and understanding how to cope with them, how to make them go away, or how to make them stay, we have to figure out what emotions are, and we have to be able to identify those emotions. Okay, I'm gonna have to, let me scoop my boot for a second. That's not the right button. Good job. Dope. Okay. You do not want to be perceived? Well, it's okay if other people do not perceive you, but you should be able to perceive yourself. But in order to understand why does this matter? Why do we need to understand our emotions? Emotions are for losers. Emotions are for nerds. We don't need this shit. Well, let me tell you by making this bigger so y'all can see it better. So, this is understanding emotional intelligence and why emotional intelligence is important. And these are the steps that come with being emotionally intelligent, and hopefully we can reach this stage with y'all. So first is being perceived. You have to perceive, and appraise and express the emotion. So this is being able to be like, oh, I am feeling an emotion right now. There is an emotion happening within me. That's the first step. By perceiving this emotion, this automatically leads to the next step, which is an automatic influence. So like, how do I explain this? So when you're like, you're feeling all funky, you're having a bad day, you're feeling blah, and you're like, ugh, I feel like shit. And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa. I'm sad. Mind blown. By perceiving that emotion and understanding that you are feeling sad, that you are feeling the emotion of sadness, your brain automatically has connotations of what sadness equals. And this automatically causes your body and your mind to react in a certain way. And so then, the second step, which is using, is these emotions are used to basically create cognitive processes or thought processes. So you're like, oh shit, boy, I'm sad. And then your brain is like, oh, okay, why am I sad? That's like the immediate follow-up thought. Or if you're really sad, it could be, I hate everything, or this sucks, or I hate being sad. Then by using this emotion, you can focus on the information that it relates. So this allows you to understand all of like the relationships emotions have with each other. So you're like, okay, step 1, I'm sad. Then your brain is like, well, why are you sad? And then we get to step 3, which is understanding, being like, I'm sad because my neck is broken. Bam. And then once you get the understanding, you understand that the sadness is because your neck was broken, then you're able to manage the emotion. Understanding the emotion encourages thinking and the implications of it. And then this continues on the cycle. So by managing the emotion, you can promote growth emotionally, mentally, physically, personally. And managing encourages you to open up and perceive more of your feelings. So when you identify the emotion, being like, oof, I'm feeling really tired. I'm feeling really exhausted today. I don't know what's up, you know? And then all of a sudden you're like, boom, perception. You're like, whoa, I'm depressed. The next immediate thought is going to be, okay, why am I depressed? That would be the using. And then we move to understanding, which is you have to examine your emotions and what's going on in your life recently. What are some possible reasons that you could be depressed? You could be like, yo, my dog died like a week ago. Being like, okay, so we understand that we are feeling depressed because our dog died. This will allow us to go to the step 4, which is managing it. What can we do to help alleviate these feelings? Once we know a cause, not the cause, but a cause of the emotions, dealing with it becomes 500 times easier. All right? It's I can't remember the exact metaphor because woodworking metaphors are not my forte. But it's like you have a broken car, right? Your car is broken down. And instead of just being like, oh, well, my car is broken. That is a problem. And you just start throwing all of the tools at it because you can't identify what the problem is. You just know there is one. It's going to take you a long time to fix that problem. Because you have to go through all these bajillion things that it could possibly be. But if you go through everything and you're like, there is a problem, my engine won't start, then you can use the specific tool that is required for that specific problem, and solving it becomes a hell of a lot easier. I don't know how to actually solve engine broken, but the idea is by being able to better understand the causes of your emotions, you can be better equipped to deal with them in the future. Okay, so this is the basis of emotional intelligence. Does this make sense to everybody? This is like the foundation of everything. So I didn't mean to fly off the screen. I apologize. Fuck. Okay, it seems scientifically sound is one thing, but understanding it is a different thing. Do you understand this? You can't see my mouse. The steps of this and what this is trying to say about how we understand emotions. Yes. 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 Okay. Cool beans. You kinda? Okay, only kinda. Weeby, what do you not understand? I apologize, but this is the foundation of everything that I'm going to be talking about later in this stream, so I gotta make sure you got this down pat. So any and all possible questions that you can have related to this. I need to turn my lights on. It's getting dark in here. That didn't really help much, but it's better than nothing. Also, I'm going to illegally hydrate. Oh shit. Please don't knock over my water bottle. Thank you. Oh, now 2 hydrates. Ooh. Oh, was it a long message? snap my neck. See, my neck... See, my broken neck is still a thing. Y'all were afraid that I got rid of it. Y'all were afraid that I would stop snapping my neck on stream. This is class, yes, this is therapy class. Exactly. You understand now? How? I didn't explain anything further. How do you understand now? I'm sussing you, weeby. Yes, this will be. This is going to be the first fucking question on the test. Okay, like a super simplified version would be step 1. You realize you are experiencing an emotion. You are having an emotion. You see an emotion. No. It will be on the test. It will be. Step 1. Recognize that you are having an emotion. Step 2. Feel that emotion. Step 3. Figure out why you're feeling that emotion. Step 4. Deal with the emotion. It will not be on the test. Only because Flubbin made me say that, but it will be on the test. I juked you guys. Now, there will be 2 questions with this on the test now. That was a joke. It's definitely not in the test. That's right, because it's on the test. It can't be inside of a test. Got him! Okay. Let us go. This is where things are gonna get funky. Get funky, funky, funky. Everybody clap your hand. Wait, no, I'm not. Sorry. Cha-cha slide stuck in my brain. Do a recap? I can. Thank you for speaking up and asking. Okay. Quick recap. Step 1. Step 1. You realize that you are experiencing an emotion. So, step 1. You realize that you are feeling something. You are experiencing feelings of a feeling variety. Step 2. Feel that feeling. Let yourself be sad, be happy, be angry if that is your feeling. Step 3. Understand why you're feeling that way. Okay. Why am I angry? Why am I sad? Why am I frustrated? And step 4 is deal with that feeling. Okay, so what can I do to make myself feel better? What can I do that will help alleviate this feeling? Squish! Hi, Oneko! I'm sorry if feel a feeling is confusing. Someone prevented me from saying a word. Late to class. I do remember that, Oneko. And hiya, Senpai. Did you get off early? Do you not say that anymore, Oneko? Well, yes, you can do that and squish. You did. Awesome, awesome. Well, welcome, welcome. God, it's only been 1 minute still. I still can't say the word. Oh, God. Okay. So, I am not allowed to say this word that starts with an E right now. So I can only use the word feeling. I'm feeling a feeling right now. So, since we have 2 new students, we will briefly... Guys, I can't. How am I supposed to explain this? How am I supposed to explain this? How? Okay. Okay. Step 1 is that you realize that there is there you are having you are experiencing yes guys how will I even speak? Thank you, Mass X Velocity. I can't read your message. Why we? Because I can't. Wait, so can I don't know how do I read your message? I created a catch-22 by making you say blank and blank when you can't say blank and blank. There you go. Okay. Whew. Okay. Step 1. Your brain, yours, not your brain. I can't. You banned me from saying it. What do you want me to do? What do you people want from me? Okay. Well, ban number 1 is gone. I can say emotions now. And shit, how do I do this? I am feeling an emotion. There are emotions that are being felt right now. There are emotions. Okay. No, just an emotion. Just an emotion. I am experiencing an emotion. An emotion is being experienced. Okay. Step 1. Step 1. Step 1. I turn off IRL word ban. Step 2. Well, yeah, it was, but I couldn't recap because you prevented me from speaking. Okay, snap. Crackle pop my body back into place. Yeah, great. See, now we confused Weeby even more. Okay. Step 1 of emotional intelligence, okay? Step 1, is to recognize that you are feeling an emotion. This is basically going, whoa, hey there. Stop it. I am experiencing sadness right now. I am feeling a sad. All right? So the first step is to realize that you are experiencing an emotion. You are feeling an emotion. There is an emotion that is happening inside of you. Step 2 is to allow yourself to feel that emotion. This is the part where people mostly get caught off. Is they're like, okay, I need to, yes, cry. Cry your tears. Step 2 is where most people are like, okay, whoa. They jump straight to 3. They're like, okay, well, why am I feeling this way? How do I stop it? No. You gotta let yourself experience that emotion first. Even if it's illogical, you need to let your brain do that. Oh, 𝒮𝓊𝓷𝒾𝒷𝑒, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to therapy. Thanks. Again, thank you for... Oh, 2 different accounts. Thank you. So make sure that you let yourself experience that emotion. After you experience it, then you go to like, okay, why am I feeling this? Why? Thank you so much for the bits. That's very nice of you. What? Y'all are just showering bits today, aren't you? Step 3 is trying to figure out, okay, why am I feeling this? Where did this emotion come from? It's okay, Spartan. The VOD will always be up if you need it. And then step 4 is figuring out how to deal with that emotion. How to either cope with it, make it go away, or make it stay longer. So, step 1, recognize that you are feeling an emotion. Step 2, allow yourself to feel that. Step 3, ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Step 4, figure out what you can do to alleviate the issue. Okay. Our review of 30 minutes is over now. Does everyone understand this basic model? Weeby, have you regained your understanding? What? Wilson! Thank you so much! Thank you for the $50. Oh god, guys, please don't choke. I'm gonna die. But thank you so much, holy crap. Okay, how many chugs is that? 1, 2, 3, 4? No, guys, I'm gonna vomit at this rate. 5, 6? Okay. Whew. Oof. Okay, 6 chuggies. Eat. Okay. Whoopam. No. Whoopam. There we go. Next, these are... No snack. No snack redeem. I just snack when I do feel the hungies. Well, I appreciate that, but I'm not hungry right now. Oh my god. I cannot believe you just typed that into my chat. I cannot believe you just made me read that with my own 2 eyeballs. I hate... No. No. Everything is fine. Everything is absolutely fine. Okay. Breathe. Now we're going to be going over several different ways of trying to recognize emotions and to understand them. Some of these might be helpful for you, and some of them might not. But I am going to go through all of them just in case. If that one doesn't work personally for you, it might work for someone else. So I apologize if you have to sometimes sit through some confusing ones. Okay. So this is one way of understanding emotions, as in spirals. As in emotions going in 2 different directions, right? So, if we start in the middle... I wish these were connected, because that would be dope if they were connected. Is there one where they are connected? Haha! Yeet! Yes, there is an upper part of the spiral. But the only good ones are here. When they're 2 different ones. Okay. So we start off in the middle, which is this green. This is a neutral state, right? And you can either go upwards or you can go downwards. We're going to start with up. We start off in the middle. Yes. We start off with just a neutral state. So it's, you're just like, eh. You know those days when you're just like, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. I'm existing. So you're not feeling good, you're not feeling bad. You're just existing in the world. Now. No, it's not even fine. Because that would be the next thing, which is contentment. Which is when, things are fine. Things are fine. The middle is just like, I don't think anyone really is ever in the middle, but they have to provide it because you have to start at a neutral ground. So the middle is just, day wasn't good, day wasn't bad, the day just happened. So one step up from existing is being content. Being like, okay, it was a good day, it was fine. Nothing too great happened, but nothing bad happened. Yes, basically the day is like, meh, yeah. The day is a shrug. Nothing really happened. Maybe this is a day where like all you do is maybe sit on the couch and watch TV. Nothing good happened, nothing bad happened. You just existed for that day. I'm doing good. How you doing? All right, Wilson. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much again for the dono. I really appreciate it. All right. So the next step up from just existing would be contentment. That's when you're, like, today was fine. Just a fine day. Nothing too great happened, but nothing bad happened, and that's always a plus. Another step up from there is feeling hopeful. Hopeful for the next day, being like, well, I think tomorrow might be a good day. I'm kind of looking forward to it, but you have a slight pep in your step. So you're just that one little notch above of being like, I think I'm doing good, and I think things are going well right now. Then up from that is optimism, being like, yo, things are going good. My life is good. Things be good. I'm hopeful for the future. Things be looking good, you know? You had a good day. You're feeling it. You're jamming, you know? This is a day where you be vibing. The world feels like it's finally on your side. Then, boom, even higher. Positive expectation belief. This is a step above optimism. Optimism is like, you know what? I think things are going to turn out pretty well. Positive expectation belief is, yo, I know things are going to be great. Things are going to be fucking bomb. I know it. You are in it to win it at that point. You're feeling that right now? Good. So positive expectation belief is basically, you know, this is like the feeling you get when it feels like everything in your life is finally going right for once. You're walking down and you're like, yo, this is a nice day out. How are you, sir? How are you, ma'am? I'm doing great. I hope all of you are having a great day. Ooh, Tilami, thank you so much for the follow. So, that's the positive expectation belief. Above that, that's enthusiasm. This is, that's a Mudoneko, yes. This one, okay, when is it coming? Is immediately things start happening too many good things happen at once, and I'm like, oh god, what's gonna happen now? How is it gonna go wrong? But if you're on this positive spiral, that ain't happening. That you ain't feeling that. So then enthusiasm. So we all know enthusiasm, the feeling of excitement. You know, this is when you're sitting down to play a new video game you're excited about, or to watch that next episode of a TV show that you've been waiting for, or to watch this movie that you've been looking forward to. Enthusiasm is that excitement that you get when you experience something that you enjoy, you know? And then one step up from that is passion. Not in the sexy sense, but being passionate about something. Whether it's video games, whether it's anime, this is something that you care about very deeply, something that lights a fire in you, that you love experiencing, you love talking about. I said not in the sexy sense. So this would be like Weeby, this would be Dark Souls maybe for you, and this would be anime or ReZero for Senpai, and for me that would be psychology and FNAF lore, and things like that. Things that really get you excited to talk about. You know, things that you really, really love would be that kind of passion. And then it's okay, I'm sorry. I was giving a singular example. Excuse me, anime and Dark Souls. And then the highest on the spiral is joy. This is also equated with like love. So the highest it goes is, other than really joy, feeling. How do you even really explain joy? This is the feeling when you feel like you're on top of the world, I guess. You know? When you're just so happy about something. That's why joy, and it says love, is also up here. These are the highest level emotions that, like, people are capable of. Is experiencing things like love and appreciation and joy and things like that. So that's like the tippy top of the scale. So now we go, unfortunately, to the downward spiral. So going from our shrug day. No! Weeby! Why are you like this? Orgasm would be even higher. Duh. Yeah, Weeb, you thirsty today. What is happening? What, are we in an alternate timeline? Weeby being thirsty? Who are you and what have you done with Weeby? But no, these are meant to be emotions that you can experience for an extended period of time. Yeah, you're not very, yeah. Nerdgasm is passion. I would definitely put nerdgasm as passion. Because obviously the highest level is... Yeah, no, it's not an orgasm, it's if your erection lasts longer than 4 hours. If your orgasm lasted for 4 hours, would you be alive? But yes, I would definitely 100% say a nerdgasm would be passion. Because the highest level is meant to be that kind of level of when you feel that unadulterated joy, or the kind of love that a parent feels for their child, or spouses feel for each other, and things like that. And that feeling you get when you snap your neck back on. Those kind of things. Alright. So from there, we go, unfortunately, to the downward. So, going from our meh day, as we existed, a day went by, 24 hours were experienced, is boredom. We all have those days. You're just bored. Nothing sounds too enjoyable. Nothing really piques your interest. Nothing's really grabbing your attention. And then one step lower from that is pessimism. Even though I would personally place pessimism a bit lower, but that's different. Anyway, so pessimism would be like, I don't think things are going to go too well today. You wake up and you have that feeling being like, today is not going to be a good day. I don't think today is going to be a good day. Even further down from that is being frustrated, being irritated, impatience. This when you're just like in a crabby mood. Just every little tiny thing is starting to piss you off. Things that you normally wouldn't snap at or really dig at you. That kind of feeling. Then they go with overwhelmment. Personally, I guess I can understand. So overwhelmment, we all know what it feels like, oh boy, especially if you were ever in school, you know what it feels like to be overwhelmed. You just feel like you have so much shit to do. There's so much on your plate that you don't even know where to begin. You don't know how you're going to accomplish all of these tasks. It's just too difficult. There are just too many. All of these kind of things. Going down from that, we get disappointment. We all understand what it's like to feel disappointment. Whether because we let someone else down, or someone let us down. Being disappointed is not fun. No one likes to feel disappointment. A step down from that is doubt. Doubting yourself, doubting other people. Just kind of that constant sense of, and not a constant, a nagging sense of, but what if? And then further from that is worrying. This is, constant worry, anxiety, always being on edge, being a bit twitchy. You're always wondering where things are going to go wrong, how things are going to go wrong. further from that would be blame, obviously on yourself, feeling guilty and responsible for something. Then we have discouragement, you know, feeling like, oh, well, what's the point of even trying? Like, I know I'm not going to get anywhere with this. Then we get anger, which leads to then revenge, hatred, to insecurity. And this is am I covering it? Guilt. Yeah, it says guilt, but they mean guilt in a sense where, like, you're feeling unworthy, like you're not good enough as a person. You don't deserve, basically. And then the furthest down is, you know, fear, grief, powerlessness, those kind of things. Yeah, to the yeah, I'm trying to go through the dark side a bit quicker because I have a feeling a lot of us are much more familiar with this downward spiral than we are with the upward spiral. Unfortunately. But this is one way of trying to visualize, like, the scale of emotions that exist, you know? So this could be useful when you're feeling you're feeling down, you know? You're feeling upset. But you're not sure what it is. You can't place your finger on what it is that you're experiencing. Being able to look at this on a scale can be helpful to identify, being like, okay, let's see. I'm not quite at worry, but I definitely think I'm more than overwhelmed, so maybe I'm feeling disappointment or doubt kind of thing. And hello, Demon Eye, you have come into therapy. Oh, yeah, definitely. This isn't saying that you go through every single one of these emotions, like, being overwhelmed. It says it's overwhelmed. You know, when there's too much on your plate, you don't even know where to begin. It doesn't say whelmed, it says, what are you talking about? Uparson, thank you so much for the follow. But no, this isn't saying that you have to I don't know. I do not know. That might have to do with conjugation of words. Probably because whelmed meant something in Latin or something. But no, these aren't like you have to experience boredom in order to experience the blame. This is just meant to visualize like a continuation of emotions. Whether how, like, the further down or the further up you go, the more intense the emotion becomes. Kind of thing. Okay. But if this isn't your jam, we got other things. Next up we have, oh geez, that's big. This is the emotional wheel. Alright? No, the arrow does not go past 22. Just like how it does not go past 1. It's saying that this is the lowest possible thing. It's saying this is the bottom. I mean, really, what word, how, like, this down here, it already says this is where you're depressed, you feel like you don't want to live anymore. This is your powerlessness, your grief, your fear. You can't get much lower than literally wanting to die. But Like I said, this is also mainly used for identifying emotions, for when you're unsure about how you feel. This is more for people. It's not. I can get out the. Do I need to get out the suicide quiz for y'all? This is. Oh, it's no problem. Just sit back and relax and welcome to therapy. Yeah, well, that's where the depressed is down here. It says depression right there. So that's the bottom of the scale. That's a no bueno zone. But if that spiral thingy was confusing... no, actually that is incorrect. When you are down here at 22, things can only go up from there. Once you hit rock bottom, you know things can only improve. You're at rock bottom, that's still absolute shit. But no, no. Like I said, you can't get worse than literally wanting to die. This is 22 is rock bottom. 22 is absolute rock bottom. These are the deepest, the heaviest, the darkest emotions possible for humans to experience. It can't get deeper than that. That's rock bottom right there. I'm looking at it. My body doesn't move anymore. Okay. That's rock bottom. Okay. Anyway, now, in a different sense, so we're not viewing it as what is top and what is bottom. Okay, I guess I'm bringing it back. Well, senpai, if you are truly experiencing that emotion, I highly doubt that thought would be going through even your head. When you're in that state, you're not worried about how can I feel even better? All you want is for that feeling to continue. You're not seeking to improve it. When you're in the absolute, throes of, a joyous moment, your fucking, baby is being born, you're not like, what could I do to improve this moment of literally bringing new life into the world? Maybe if I had more balloons? Yeah, I should do that next time. When you're experiencing that emotion, you are not thinking about that. It's not like when you're at the bottom on the negative scale. When you're for the negative scale, you don't want to be experiencing these emotions. They are physically painful. They are distressing. But when you are that's the wrong expression. When you're at the top of the scale, you're not worried about how is this going to get worse. The only thing you ask yourself is, I hope we can be like this forever. You're not thinking those kind of things. That's not what it's like. I mean, and that's not to say you won't have doubts. There won't be days when you don't worry, but when you are experiencing that emotion, the emotion of joy or love fully, that thought will not be in your head. I hope that makes sense. Just like when you're fully enjoying fucking anything. When you're watching ReZero, are you sitting there watching being like, oh man, that was a good episode, but I wonder how it could get worse. What things could they do to make this show that I love so much even worse? That kind of thing. No, you're just enjoying it. You're just loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That kind of thing. But I think it is a fair question. Especially when you only really have experiences with the downward. Well, I picked Re:Zero because that's Senpai's favorite anime. Not because of the plot of anything. So I was using it as a personal example, for Senpai. I don't get it. Am I missing something? I don't get it. Yeah, it's The Rock. The Rock Johnson. Oh, Rockbot. I get it now. I get it. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. Well, I am smooth brain sometimes, especially when it comes to jokes. Yes, I have. And I can especially tell that a lot of you don't like me talking about this specific the emotional guidance scale. No, this isn't like no, it's not always in this not like this specific I can speak the words. You don't have to go in this specific order. This is not saying this is how everybody experiences emotions. This is just meant to help you visualize the scale of human emotions. Which is why I think going to the wheel can maybe be a bit more helpful. So this is another way of visualizing emotions, where there's no top and there's no bottom, you know, there's none of that shit. This is basically an emotion wheel. It's pretty basic. So you start off with these six basic emotions. These are all different emotions, yes. I would say there are infinitely more emotions that are on this wheel. Use Teabag, thank you so much for the follow. So we start off, these are some of the most basic emotions. You're like, okay, I know I'm feeling sad, but like, what kind of sadness is it, you know? You're feeling down, you're feeling moody, but you're not really sure what it is. This wheel would then say, okay, here are off branches of sad. Maybe it could be guilt, it could be shame, you could be depressed, lonely, bored, tired. And then if you're like, no, it's more than this, being like, I feel ashamed, but like that's not far enough. Then you get like stupid, depressed, inferior, lonely, isolated. And this goes through all the different all the different emotions. Like joyful. You're like, I'm in a good mood, but what is it? I got a pep in my step today, but what is it? And then you're like, oh, maybe I'm just hopeful. You know, you're feeling a bit hopeful, and you're like, no, it's more than hopeful. Boom, you get optimism. So this is just meant to help expand our basic our understanding of these basic emotions, because sad, mad, happy, those can mean so many different things. Like, being sad isn't the same as feeling like, wait, hey, face, can you, yo. Feeling sad isn't the same as when you feel like you're literally inferior to everyone. Those are two very different emotions, but that inferiority stems from sadness. Does that make sense? So these are all the different types of sadness you can feel, or all the different types of anger, or fear, or peace, or happiness, or what does this say? Powerful? Oh, no problem. 'Tis my job here. Welcome back, Weeby. But does this make sense? It's not the spiral, but rather this is how to help you further identify the emotion that you can be feeling. Because like I said, being sad and feeling isolated are very different, things. Yes? Okie dokie. Where is my next thing? Feel overwhelmed by this graphic? It is a bit much, but this is the one they show in the textbooks. It, like, you could also think of it like, I wonder if they have any that are like a tree. Oh? No, these tree ones are kind of complicated looking. But you could also think of managing like a tree branch. So joy would be the base, and then these are like branches going up, and then these are like the treetops. These are the top things that you can feel. But don't worry, if this one isn't this, you don't get this one, boom, I got more for you. I got you, fam. Okay. Boom. Wait, no, hold on, fuck. Boom. Oh my god. Here you go. We got math. We have math. Are you ready for math emotions? Emotional equations? Boom, we have emotional equations now. Alright? Yes. You have to math now. This is for people who've come from a very logic and reason-based standpoint. This is for those kind of people. Okay? To help them understand. And I think going through it, you might actually better understand it. Alright. So, if you think of them like equations, feeling despair in life is basically like taking suffering minus meaning. You're suffering and you feel like you have no meaning in life, so then that means you're feeling despair. Or disappointment is expectations minus reality. You have the expectation of what you thought would happen, and then you take away what actually happened, and it leaves you with disappointment. See? This can make sense. I hate math, but this still makes sense. Or jealousy is mistrust for the partner divided by self-esteem. because your self-esteem is the base that's going to impact the mistrust that you have. Or envy. See, I fucking knew it. I knew it would be understandable for you guys. I knew it would be understandable for guys. I fucking knew it. Y'all with your logic brain. Alright. Or envy, which is pride and vanity, but then you take away your kindness. So then you're like, oh man, I fucking want what they have. Okay, I don't know what the fuck calling means. But anxiety. This is your feelings of uncertainty times your feelings of powerlessness. This leaves you with anxiety. You guys don't know what flow is, so don't worry about it. Why are you running? Divided by why are you living? Okay. And I'm not going to explain flow because that's complicated. Curiosity is wonder plus awe. Authenticity is self-awareness times courage. Oh shit, now we get into the complicated maths. Okay, here, let's see if I can actually remember this. Narcissism is self-esteem squared times entitlement. That's how we get narcissism. Yep, it's your free therapy woman. Here. Happiness. I think this is a very good way of placing it. Happiness is wanting what you have divided by having what you want. And joy is love minus fear. Joy is love without any fear. Thriving is the frequency of positive experiences divided by the frequency of negative experiences. And wisdom is the square root of experience. This makes sense. Anxiety is uncertainness times your feelings of power. Why is it simpler? Because you're guys. Your brains are much more hardwired to this kind of understanding. So, no, not really. I'm literally just reading what is on this diagram. Stress is not on, these are just, some basic ones. But, I would say anxiety is what they mean for stress. So this isn't like, I'm sure you can find more of these, but this is simply meant to be a diagram to show you, how you can think about how all of these emotions relate to each other, you know? I mean, obviously for me, as a girl, the wheel, that's a hell of a lot more understandable to me. But I think for a lot of you guys, that understanding that blank plus blank equals blank is a lot more simple and direct. So like saying love minus fear equals joy, I think is a much more simpler way and what we logically consistent or a more logical, quote unquote, way of trying to understand emotional complexities. But I'm glad y'all really like this one. I fucking when you're bomb. Yeet. Okay. The last thing we have is if none of those were your jams, if none of those really you felt like really spoke to you, or you're still left feeling like I don't know about this, fam. This is a very easy basic one. That's up there for some reason. Excuse me, hold on for a second. Okay. And then this is put in the way of traffic signs. So this is zones of regulation, right? So this is another way to look at emotions and not only how they make you feel, but what you should do about it. Oh, my throat. Where's the chart thingy? Give me a second. Okay. So, the blue zone, the rest zone, is used to describe low states of alertness and down feelings. Feelings like boredom, tired, sad, sick, those kind of things. The green zone is this is the ideal. This is the ideal state of where you're alert, but you're not too alert, and which would be the yellow. So the green is like being is calm. You know, this is if you're like happy, you're positive, you're thankful. This is also where optimal learning and optimal emotional states are. So yellow would be a heightened state of alertness. This is, you know, frustration, stress, but this is also things like excitement, excitement and silliness. Those are heightened states of alertness. You're more alert than you are when you're calm. And then the red zone is basically, this is the stop. Please stop. This is when you're experiencing very intense emotions. Like anger, rage, devastation, those kind of things. So to think about this is like in a way is that like if you're feeling an emotion in the green zone, you're good to go. You know, there's nothing you need to worry about the of what you're feeling. But like if you're feeling something like in this yellow zone, then maybe you should you know, pause for a second and like be a bit cautious about how you're feeling, you know? Just being like, well, take a second, kind of breathe and being like, is this a good place to be right now? You know? And then obviously the red zone is please stop zone. And then the blue zone is like a place where you can kind of go to like recharge, I guess. But I often view it as like a state of lethargy. Oh no, someone's being chased by the popo. So all of these zones are natural to experience. Oh my god, my body. Thank you. So it's normal to experience all of these different zones, you know? But this is just meant to help you provide a framework of how to recognize and manage your emotional state, you know, like based on your environment. You can hear the sirens? You guys can hear it in the background? Wow. I didn't know they were that loud. Okay. No, no, no. No, this isn't about decision making. This is just about how you're feeling. Taking note of what you're feeling and whether or not you should be concerned, or, you know, pay more attention to how you're feeling in that moment. You missed quite a bit, unfortunately. Oh, well, thank you for popping in, Seth. I hope you have a good day at work. Okay. Where did my thingy go? Okay. Yeah, you can, yeah, the VOD will be up, don't worry. So, before I go on to coping methods, I want to, let's bring up, y'all like the equation scale the best, it seems. Well, no, maybe this one's not good for that because... We'll just keep this one on. Okay. So, before I go on to coping methods and how to deal with them, I am just gonna lay some knowledge on you really quick. Alright? Okay. So... Ooh! Hello, Slim. Okay. So we've been talking a lot about emotions and how to recognize them. But the important thing to remember is that emotions are not consciously controlled. Okay? You do not consciously control the emotions that you feel. There's an entire part of your brain that deals specifically with emotion. Alright? And you have absolutely zero control over that part of your brain. It is absolutely none of it is conscious. This is why emotional responses are usually very powerful and can be difficult to handle or in control, because it's not really something that we have our brain has evolved to do yet. That this part of our brain, the limbic system, is comparatively new to the rest of our brains, so we still haven't figured it out 100%. And so it's still it's still got some kinks in it. But the entire reason we have it is because these responses helped us to survive, right? But not only that, emotions are very strongly linked to memories and experiences. If something bad has previously happened to you, your emotional response to experiencing that again is likely to be strong, right? This is also called the negativity bias. You had one bad experience with something, so you automatically assume the next experience is going to be bad, and therefore, by expecting it's going to be bad, you make it become bad, and then you just further perpetuate the cycle. But bad experiences can very much heavily affect the way you view things in the world, whether or not they're logical or not. Because emotions are very, very are tied very closely to that, because they're both I can speak. They are both processed in the same part of the brain. But the difference is, for us as adults, is that babies feel emotions, but they can't reason with their emotions, right? Emotions are closely linked to values. An emotional response could tell you that that a key value of yours is being challenged, as well as helping. Wait, face, are we okay now? But the important thing is that as we get older, our ability to reason and understand our emotions, as well as our ability to control our emotions, becomes better. But the basic thing is that you do not consciously control emotions, okay? So if you feel a certain way, that's not your fault, right? The only thing you are not responsible for feeling the emotion. You are responsible for what you do afterwards. What about thoughts? See, that's why it says consciously controlled. And it's the same way with thoughts. But I would say thoughts are a mixture. There are some thoughts that can be consciously controlled. But everyone does have, especially if you deal with like depression or anxiety or OCD, uncontrollable thoughts is something that happens. But that is controlled unconsciously, not by your conscious brain. However, you can reprogram your brain to stop, and therefore control your brain and control your thoughts. So it's complicated because emotions are purely unconsciously controlled. That's why we can't will ourselves to feel happiness or something. But thoughts are different. We have our conscious thoughts and we have our unconscious thoughts. So it's a bit more that would just get into human consciousness, and I'm not ready to talk about Freud yet. But not all thoughts can be controlled. But you can work on controlling them better. Oh, I was good. Not much, just talking about emotions. Excuse me. All right. Now we can get, with that under our belts, we can get into the actual coping. So we've gone over how to identify. Yes, sorry, I was distracted. It means you're not over them. When it comes to exes in your dreams, it's even though you may not feel any more romantic feelings for them at the current moment in time, you did in the past, right? And that has left an effect on you. being in a relationship with them made you the person who you are now. And your brain recognizes that. Your brain realizes the importance of those events. So even though there may not be any more romantic feelings for them, the fact is that they played an important part in your life at some time. And so your brain is going to be much more likely to recall them into your dreams. As for what you're saying, Uparsan, is I have very much the same thing. It's that it's not a mental weakness, you know, having these thoughts. What the meds do is enable us to fight them, right? The meds isn't the one getting rid of the thoughts. The meds are providing you with the chemicals in your brain that you need to fight them off, right? And yes, the emotions are uncontrollable. I can't choose whether or not I decide to have a depressive episode. If it's inconvenient in my life, I don't choose to experience that. But the choice is the important thing is how we choose to deal with those emotions. Those are the things we can control. We cannot control our thoughts fully. We cannot control our emotions, but we can control our reactions, right? And our actions. And if the meds help you make better decisions and help you live a more fulfilling life, then that's good. That doesn't mean that you're weak or anything. It just means that your brain doesn't produce enough chemicals that it needs. And yeah, see, Spartan, whether the relationship was good or bad, the part is that it has left an impact on you. And that is why your brain continues to bring it up. Yes, there are ways to help control your thoughts. That is therapy. That is entirely what therapy is about, especially CBT therapy. I said you can't control all of your thoughts. Because, like I was saying, there are two parts to thoughts. There are conscious thoughts and there are unconscious thoughts. And we don't have direct control over unconscious thoughts, but through repetitive behaviors, we can change the unconscious mind. So there's no easy just fix controlling your thoughts. No, CBT. Look, it's not cock and ball torture, okay? It's cognitive behavioral therapy. It's the most commonly practiced form of therapy. What it does is cognitive, which is your brain, your mind. It focuses on changing the thoughts or the way that your mind works based on your behaviors. Okay? So they implement changes that they have you do within your life to combat the ways that your brain is harming you. So, but still, even then, I would say I don't think we'll ever have full control over our thoughts, but I definitely think we can have more control over them. Oh. That's good to hear, Seth. And I'm glad that worked out for you, Spartan. Medication isn't the right answer for everybody. But if it helps you, then you should take it. Oh, Miku girl, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to therapy. No, we can never have mastery over our brains. No, that's never gonna happen. We don't even fully understand our brains. Our brain controls us. We do not control our brain. But we are our brain. Oh no, I can't get into the metaphysics of human consciousness. And yes, of course I remember you from Senpai's chat. Welcome, welcome. Exactly. I have a great meme that means, yeah, it's like when you cringe at your past self, that means you have grown and improved as a person. But yes, I do remember you, Miku. Welcome to my therapy, to my little therapy session. But now that we have gone over figuring out and identifying what the emotion is, yes, Lucy was a dumb movie that was completely inaccurate, that was filled with total bullshit, and I hate it, and it's stupid, and I hate it. And it's stupid, and it's wrong. It's stupid. Yeah. Woo! Thank you, Senpai! Thank you for gifting Miku a sub. Oh, hi Shiru. Yeah, Senpai lurking here. Now you have a sub to both of us. But yeah, because it's wrong and it's stupid and it's wrong and stupid. Sorry. It's wrong and stupid. Don't watch it. It's stupid and wrong. And it's a waste of time. And it put so much bullshit out there about harnessing the 50% of our brain that's untapped and ugh. Nothing. We're not talking about it anymore. We're moving on. The movie is not worth our time. So, now that we've talked about identifying emotions, we're going to talk about how to actually deal with them. Picture, why are you up there? Please come down. Nope. That will never happen. This is not the Matrix. Okay. No problem. Have a good rest of your night. All right. Here is some basic steps that you can do when you're struggling with difficult emotions. Not any specific one, but ones that you find that are distressing most often. Ones that don't make you feel good. Ones that cause anxiety or discomfort. Sorry, the phone was ringing. So the first thing to do always is to... excuse me. Turn this up bigger. Is to be accepting towards your emotions. You know? There's no point in denying how you feel. That's not going to change anything. You can tell yourself you don't feel that way all you want, but at the end of the day, you still do. You know? So, the best thing to do when you're experiencing emotions that you don't like, maybe it's, envy. No one likes to be envious. No one likes to be, like, jealous of their friends, right? And the stuff that they have. But if you don't accept that you're feeling envious of them, you won't be able to deal with it. Deja vu doesn't do anything. Deja vu is simply caused by your brain thinking that it is experiencing a previous situation that it has. It's nothing fancy. Your brain just thinks that you're experiencing the same experience again. Step 2, after accepting what your emotion is, what we've been trying to do this entire time, which is to identify and label the emotion. Okay. That doesn't change what deja vu is. Your brain simply thinks that you are re-experiencing a memory, but you aren't, because it's not possible. No, deja vu is not bad. It's something that happens to everyone. Deja vu is just our brain being stupid. We're not stupid. It's just the brain is always looking for shortcuts. And so when a similar situation happens to something in your past, your brain immediately is like, oh, I've done this before. And then as it slowly starts catching up, it's like, wait a second. This is different. This is different than what I did before. I have to actually pay attention now. Shit. Yeah, deja vu happens all the time. Yes, exactly. I talked about that earlier. The first step is to admit that there is a problem. And then to identify it. You can't fix a problem if you don't know what's wrong. Require a sober mind. What if your emotions change your our emotions change our perceptions and our outlooks of things. The only way to change it really is through repeated behavior patterns and thought patterns. The only way to change it is by actively trying to change it. Right. And so after we label it, being like, okay, I am feeling anger. I am feeling anxiety. Like what we said is you have to accept the emotions. You can't beat yourself up about feeling it. You can't guilt trip yourself. And you can't deny the emotion. Acknowledge and accept it's there. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. So there's no point in beating yourself up about it. Next is that emotions are not permanent. Even if the emotion feels overwhelming, it will pass. Especially strong, intense emotions. Strong, intense emotions are often very powerful, but very quick. And then, similar to how we said before, now you have to ask, okay, why? Why do I feel this way? What could have possibly, made me feel like this? And then once you figured that out, you can let go. We all have a strong need to control our emotions. But that will never happen. You will never control your emotions. I will never control my emotions. And like we said, I can control how I react when I'm experiencing those emotions. But the desire that we all have to be able to be fully in control of our thoughts and our feelings is not a reality. And by continuing to beat ourselves up for not being able to do it when it is not possible doesn't accomplish anything. But this is just difficult emotions in general. I have a specific thing that can be like, what do you call it? Why do they keep going up there? Why are you up there, my friend? Right? This is something that you can do when you're having these negative thoughts that you feel like, you know, automatically pop into your head that you can't control, right? And this in turn can be used to process your emotions. So when you think, I never do anything right, you can try, my thoughts don't define who I am, because you can't control all of them. I feel like I should... Cancel. I feel like doing X, so I should go do it right now. I can take my time to process my thoughts without reacting first. And then this is important. I have no control over my reactions. That is not true. You can learn to control how you react to your emotions. And my emotions are who I am. You are not your emotions. Your emotions are just your brain processing info. This is why you shouldn't beat yourself up for feeling a certain way, because your brain is oh gosh, my voice. Your brain is just trying to process what's happening in the world around you. But and becoming, ooh, fancy. I was never any good at meditation either. Okie dokie, okie bopey. Oh, hey, Seth. How you doing? So that concludes the end of my lecture portion. Do y'all have any questions or things you want to talk about in more depth? You need ASMR. Well, how convenient. I know someone who does very good ASMR that you should check out. They do ASMR. There you go. I have to at least get one plug-in. Well, welcome to the tail end of Therapy Thursday. Ooh, you have sushi? Ooh. Yeah, well, I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. This was a bit more chaotic, than a lot of my normal ones. It definitely started out, Mimi. What got me into therapy? What got me interested in therapy was, being in, what? Yeah, the recap. I became interested in therapy after I had to be in it for so long. I wanted to be able to better understand myself and why I was experiencing the feelings I was having. I didn't like how I was feeling. I hated it. And I wanted to know why I was feeling like this. Because I felt so powerless because I couldn't control my emotions. And I slowly started learning more and more about psychology. And I just slowly fell in love with it. Therapy specifically has helped me so much. I wouldn't be alive without therapy. And I just think it is so powerful. And it completely changed my life. It took a fucking long time, but it completely changed my life. And it was so helpful for me. And it is still not something that, and there's still so much stigma around people going and seeking help. And I want to help break that down because everyone can benefit from therapy, you know? And there are so many people who need it but feel like they can't go. So that, coupled with my love for psychology, drove me to where I am. Oh, well, I'm glad I could help. Oh, no, my throat's just a bit... I have almost cried on therapy Thursday before, though. Don't worry. But now I have a cry face, so I will whip that out when I start tearing up. Thank you. But I also just love helping people. It's impossible. You can't help everyone. But if I can help one person not have to, like, if I can help prevent them from going through what I had to go through, then it's worth it, you know? No one should have to feel like that. And I want to help people get better, like people helped me get better. So, yeah, that's why I'm into therapy and psychology. Southern hospitality. Just seeing other people happy makes me happy. And knowing that I help them, I suppose in a way that is somewhat selfish because it makes me feel good. Yeah, that's what my Discord is for. That's why... Wow! Oh, Mass X Felicity, thank you so much. Oh, I really appreciate that. But yeah, no, there's an entire section of my Discord that is tailored to that. There's the vent channel, obviously, where we all talk about our issues, but I have a bunch of different stuff that's, you know, like wholesome content or mental health resources. But that's what we do in my Discord. Yeah. Alrighty, you rest up, Seth. Have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. Yes, giving feels good. And it makes someone else feel good. So, why not? That was something that my mom always did teach me though, is taking something makes you feel good, but giving something makes both of you feel good. Get resources to help others. It is pretty hard, especially since you know, people can be from anywhere in the world. But I compiled a list of what I felt were emergency resources, you know, like suicide hotlines, abuse hotlines, sexual assault hotlines, of numbers to call when when someone is in danger, you know, as well as I would put little some exercises that I have previously done on Therapy Thursdays, or resources that I think could be helpful, I put into there. But I can't, I won't be able to have a resource for every problem, but I do try and cover as many as I can, or as many as I feel that I am capable of helping with. My mom is wise. What? Y'all are making me a bit wistful here. Sorry. Me? I'm having a good day. I always enjoy Therapy Thursdays. But like I said, I'm feeling a bit reminiscent right now. But I'm happy. Today's been a good day. I slept in. I had a nice sleep. I hung out. Did Therapy Thursday with y'all. And then I get to do Minecraft with Senpai later. So that sounds like a pretty awesome day to me. But I suppose we should wrap it up here. Like the new outfit. Tyler, it's not new. I've had this outfit since the beginning. Oh, well, I would love it if you did. I also have all the previous VODs saved into a playlist. But I'm glad you had fun, or enjoyed it, or enjoyed listening, or what have you. Yeah, I wear this every single Therapy Thursday. I have to look professional-esque. Giving life advice in a crop top might come off a bit. Who knows? Is this your first Therapy Thursday, Tyler? Shall we do a therapy raid? Yeah, wait. I don't think we've ever raided on Therapy Thursday, have we? Okay, well, let's do, yeah, we'll do a therapy raid. Where is the, fall asleep? Bruh. I wish I had methods to help fall asleep. It takes me a while to fall asleep, too. No, god damn it, I didn't mean to curse my existence. Oh yeah, I didn't know that was still going on. Yeah, he's doing it to his friend had surgery today and wanted to have a bunch of people go and follow them for when they come back, for when they wake up. So here will be the normal raid call. And for chat, please. Not you chat, my chat thingy. Please. Why are you doing this to me? Why does my life hate me? There it is. Thank you. And for subs, yeah, that's... You already knew. You already knew. You're so big brain. Alright. Axel. Yeah, he's on Light's channel, right? So I would raid Light. Yeah. Alrighty. Thank y'all so much for coming to another Therapy Thursday. I had a lot of fun with y'all. I hope this helped a bit. And I will actually, right. New stream schedule. So I will be back later today at 6 p.m. PST to do Minecraft. So, well, I'm glad you found my channel too. I'm always so happy to help and talk to people about this kind of stuff. But I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you for Minecraft. Alrighty. We ride to war. Yeehaw!